Hello again, Dip World. All right, I'm back. We've done 5 coats on the right side with the Plastidip, okay, and it's all matte. I'm kind of excited for this next portion because I haven't used it yet, and they said it's a high build, and I didn't tell you in the introduction of the video that there are some marks on this fender. It came off of a truck. There's some marks in the fender where a fender flare used to be. So they're still there, and there's some very, I don't even know if I'd call it a scratch, but there are some scratch points around one of the holes down here, which I'll show you here. Let me flip this around so you can see. These scratch points here. Plastidip, you'll see that when you get the 5 coats on. I know because we have many times. I have, unfortunately, I've had to explain to customers Plastidip just won't take care of that. Typically, that's got to be sanded out with like 240 grit, and then we can go over it with that. Now, if you've got a stock body and you're just wanting something temporary and you don't want to have the sanding marks when you remove the Plastidip, then in that case, you probably just want to cover them up. You don't want to do any sanding, because that sanding is going to be there after you peel the whatever product it is. Once you peel that product off, those sanding marks will still be there. So for some people, it's to get a new look on the car and maybe to disguise the fact that they've got some flaws in the bodywork, such as this. And for some people that, we've had a couple cars come in, which we don't normally do any kind of body work, that have came in, and there's been some not so good qualities about the body work they've had done, so we've had to actually go back in and sand things out, smooth things out, and get it right, so that when we send the car home, the car's done right and it looks good, and you can't see the flaws that were once there. It's kind of just like with, I guess, with paint. You want to get the real bad flaws out. That way, when you do put the finish coat on, whatever it may be, you don't have to worry about seeing those things. So I just wanted to do a brief, kind of quick video just to let you know that the other side is done. There's 5 coats there. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and spray these and duly take notes, because I'm excited to see the difference between the 2 products. And I can tell you this for sure: the raail product, you can't put those 2 side by side and not be able to tell a distinct difference in the odor. The raail product has an automotive paint smell, whereas the rubber dip or the Plastidip spray has more of its own chemical makeup smell, so to speak. Like you could smell the chemicals that it's thinned out with, the naphtha, the xylene. You can smell you can smell that in the Plastidip. The raail, like I said, the raail really smells like an automotive product. I've got an old Mustang that I've worked on, have been working on for the past several years, and any kind of primer or whatnot, that's got that kind of smell to it. So I am actually really interested to see, but I do want to show y'all something. I didn't do this on the first video, and I'm just now seeing it for myself. There actually is some texture in the clear coat, like when you get from the factory, that texture you kind of sand out so that you get that glass smooth surface. The mind blank, hello. The fisheye texture. There is some of that on this fender, and I'm going to give you a quick glance so that you can see it, because, be honest with you, if Plastidip had the top coat on top of the regular matte product, that fisheye look is still there, and that's on an OEM paint. I'm going to let the camera go by that. Hopefully it picks it up, because I can definitely see it. You're not going to see it so much in a curve. It lays a little smoother, but on the flat part of the body at the fender, you'll be able to see it really well. There's still a little bit of a fisheye texture kind of thing there. So hopefully the camera picks this up for you. I don't know if you can see it. When it moves, it doesn't move as if, there's a perfect mirror behind it. It's got a distorted look to it. I hope y'all are seeing that. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna throw down a couple of these coats. If I notice any major difference immediately when I start spraying it and the way it flows out, I'll get back on here and do a quick video or intermittent video and show you what's different about it that I'm noticing immediately. Otherwise, I'm going to throw the 5 coats on here and we'll see how it dries. We're going to see how it lays down. We're going to see how it flows out, and we'll kind of go from there. And then I'll peel everything back so that y'all can see this is a side-by-side comparison and that the everything is labeled. Just please note that anyone who does know Plastidip, this is not for you, but the ones that don't know Plastidip, when you spray and you're up against the tape line, it's imperative that while that dip is wet, you pull that tape line off then. And the reason I say that is because Plastidip will actually bridge the gap between the tape and the body, and it will peel and tear that nice perfect line that you taped off. So you make sure you got to do that when it's wet. So I'm not real sure how the rail's going to react. I'm kind of excited about this. So let me get on with this video and I'll get back with you shortly. Thanks for watching. All right, guys, I told you I'd come back if even after the slightest touch, I noticed a difference. Okay, there is a massive difference between the flowability of the raail product and the Plastidip product. When you lay down the Plastidip product, after you get done with I'd say probably on the mist coat, you're really dialing that gun way back. You just kind of want to do a dusting, a 50% coating will get you by for the first coat. I left the gun on the same setting that I did on the first coat. I haven't changed anything. The gun is still set the same. I'm using a different product, and let me tell you this now, raail flows. It comes out fast. I'm not going to show you this video. I'm not going to show you the effects of me laying down just the first coat because I didn't show you the same thing on the Plastidip. So we'll wait until I get these 5 coats done. But the flowability is incredible. I mean, it comes out like incredibly good. When I say good, I mean the flow is even. Instead of getting a shape, you're wanting to go for that kind of oval shape, a good large fan. Well, with the Plastidip, I noticed the fan is much narrower and much wider versus the raail. That was almost like a straight line coming out. It almost came out like too well. So, all right, well, I'm gonna do the rest of these coats and I'll get back with you shortly. Thank you.